Can you rightly judge this? Two men who were working for the same employer both went out and borrowed money from the bank the employer owned. One borrowed $7,000 to purchase a car, and the other one had to borrow $60,000 to pay for a surgery that his wife needed. Well, as times do happen, a recession hit and the employer had no choice but to lay off all his employees and close down the company. Over a period of time, as the two employees tried to make good their ways and they couldn't find work, they were unable to pay on the loans that the bank required. The one employee had managed to bring back down the balance of his loan to $5,000, and still he couldn't pay it. The other employee had managed to bring down his $60,000 down to $50,000. And like the other, he was unable to pay it. In due time, they both received a letter from the bank. And it was not your usual, "You're late on your payment" notices. And they were kind of afraid to open it up, but they had no choice, so they did. What they received was indeed a surprise, because in that letter it stated that their balance with the bank was zero. They no longer owed any money to the bank. The first man who borrowed the money for the car could not quite believe his luck, so he called the bank to confirm. And yes, indeed, the bank did confirm that he owed no further money to them, and his bank account balance to them was zero. The one who had his bank balance at $50,000 couldn't quite believe it himself, and he went down to the bank personally to see if there was some mistake. And they confirmed that his balance with them was zero. And upon further asking, he found out that his former employer had paid off all the loans for all the employees who had worked for him and had loans at that bank. Now, for your judgment, who do you think would be more thankful?